Welcome back, crypto fans. Sive Morten is here in the Forex Peace Army.com. Finally, this is the last video for today's session. So today we already talked about euro, about gold. Now it's time to talk about Bitcoin market. Actually, Bitcoin market recently has shown most narrow performance compared to all other markets. So it still stands in a tight range. Reaction, as you can see on the gross domestic product report, was very short term. And it totally fits to the trading plan that we discussed on Monday. Today I would even maybe skip the report because in general the pattern that we discussed on Monday is just becoming more evident. And we do not see currently any reasons to step back and step away from this scenario. We intend to keep going with it. We still think that current performance on the Bitcoin market looks more bullish rather than bearish. And first of all, any sell-offs here have been taken immediately buying back by the bulls. You can see that spikes when the Galaxy has sold 80,000 of the Bitcoins by some client order. It has happened previously. We talked about this. Recent drop on the gross domestic product also was totally bought out here and market returned back here. So in fact, the consolidation that we talked about previously in pennant pattern still stands intact. And that makes a thing on the existence of the bullish dynamic pressure. When the trend stands bearish by the MACD, as you can see, but price action is not bearish at all. Usually it tells about the possible upward breakout, at least the reaching of the previous top, or it might be the starting point for the further acceleration. Another bullish sign is the just trying to count what amount of sessions market stands flat and what amount the sessions market stands in upward direction. And all this standing that we see here is upon nearest fib support level. So this kind of the churning action, and actually when the price is not able to break even slightly lower to the very strong support area that we mentioned previously, and we said that it's preferable that market will stand either above this level or that one for keeping the bullish context pure valid. So we have currently the things that we discussed. On the lower time frames, not many things to update. On the 4-day frame chart, you could see some kind of the sideways action here. It's probably standing, flat standing. But we're most interesting with this shape of the hand shortest pattern that better could be seen on the 2-hour chart. Not what yesterday, last time we talked about. If you remember, the story has started with this minor hand shoulders, and I'm sure that it would work nice if Galaxy wouldn't start selling the big amount of the Bitcoins. This story has been played back really fast, so market bought out everything very fast and returned back up. Here was gross domestic product release, but it perfectly fits the idea of the retracement to the 117 area where the potentially right arm has been formed. So if you stepped in here, that's great. You can move stop to the break even, keep the long position, see what will happen. If you're not stepping in but you would like to take the long position, in this case you have to use this most recent upward swing right from the lows around 116 approximately to the up. Then just watch for some minor retracement here, trying to take the position if you would like to. Your stop has to be somewhere below this area, below the spike down. The second moment to keep an eye on here is, of course, potential failure. Currently, we do not expect it, but who knows what will happen. Payroll still standing ahead, although I do not think that might be a really big impact on the Bitcoin market with the payrolls. But anyway, if you will see that market will not reach the neckline, starting dropping down back to the lows, that will be negative signs. In this case, better to not take any new long positions, because it might be a signal of the failure, and in this case we probably will get not the upward direction but downside butterfly based on this shape. That's why when I'm dealing with the hand shoulders patterns, I always keep an eye simultaneously on its direct shape, how it should work, and on its potential failure, because both of them are directional patterns. You just need to recognize correct the direction right in time. So currently at this point I do not see yet anything to worry about. Now market is trying to form direct pattern as it should to be, trying to reach the neckline. But if signs of weakness will appear, you will see that without reaching the neckline, markets start dropping lower, returning back to the 117 area. That will be not very good sign. So that in towards what we have currently on Bitcoin market. Let's keep watching and return back with the update on Monday's year.